guys? Welcome back on We Talk, everybody's favourite podcast. I'm here with the co-host for today's episode, Kaz Ghost. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good.
You good? I'm glad. So I heard you had COVID and you almost died, but you had a bit of recovery, and it's really good. I didn't want you to be another statistic, okay?
Came back from the depths of hell of COVID, but nah.
You're back.
No.
I'm good. No, it's good. I'm glad you're not dead.
What the fuck are we talking? I didn't even get COVID.
No, I know, but I thought it'd be, if Joe Rogan, if we can make jokes about Joe Rogan getting COVID, we can make jokes about you getting
Didn't
COVID.
he?
No, yeah, you got COVID. Didn't die. But he tried to use his supplements and go, oh, this will fix me. And then decided, yeah, maybe I should go to the hospital. Pretty much. So it was, a bit of,
yeah, the MDMA didn't help.
No. Oh, definitely not. No, absolutely. He's a very, would we call Joe Rogan smart? I would call him informed. And, he talks to a lot of smart people. But I also think, do you remember the whole thing about him spreading misinformation about COVID for ages?
No, I didn't really watch him doing that. Wasn't he on he was doing his podcasts on Spotify or something during that time?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah,
so I didn't really see it.
No, but there was a lot of stuff about Joe Rogan spreading dangerous misinformation. Because he promoted ivermectin, so a drug that prevents parasites in livestock, and he said that it was a effective COVID treatment, which obviously it's not. It's for livestock. So that's the big difference between me and Joe Rogan. I would never spread misinformation about coronavirus whatsoever.
Apparently, his Joe Rogan video compares COVID restrictions, Holocaust, warns people, giving you. He's comparing it to the Holocaust.
You can't do that. Look, you can't just spread all this fake news about coronavirus.
Actually,
speaking of coronavirus, did you know that you can take vitamin C and you'll be fine?
Oh yeah,
that's what I heard. So all our listeners, just take some of those little orange tablets and you'll be fine.
Actually,
surely.
I used to take a couple of them, 1 or 2 a day.
Oh, it's good for you. What's vitamin C stand for? I actually don't know. Is it? It's the third vitamin. Is that right? I feel like I just said something really stupid.
I thought you were going to make a cock joke.
I could.
Oh no, that's D. That's vitamin D.
That's vitamin D. Very funny. No, but this is an intellectual podcast.
Isn't it oranges? I thought it was oranges.
I think it is. I think there's oranges have a lot of vitamin C, so
well,
that's why they're flavored orange.
Yeah.
Well, it's an easy flavor to digest. Is this interesting? I don't think people give a shit about fucking vitamin C. We can talk about all the other vitamins if you want to. Vitamin A, vitamin B. I take a bit of vitamin B. Sometimes some B+. Sometimes I take some to be or not to be. That is the question. Was a good
Shakespeare? That was okay.
It was.
Yeah.
But there we go. Good. I'm glad somebody got my Shakespeare
sodium,
reference.
Acrobate, calcium.
Something like that.
I don't know. I'm just reading. Yes. Fuck yeah. Nobody wants to know. Nobody gives a shit about vitamin C.
No, I don't.
Before we do continue, actually, that reminds me. Wasn't there a weird Glee episode? There was a Glee episode where all the guys took vitamin D and they just ended up getting high on it or something.
Do I look like somebody who's watched Glee?
Yes.
Actually, I've seen every episode. No, I don't remember that episode actually at all.
Maybe it's vitamin D. Yeah, and for whatever reason, it just it's like they snorted cocaine or something, and they all just started jumping around and singing.
I did not know that. I've never seen that episode in my life, actually. Interesting. Did you actually know the guy in the wheelchair can actually walk?
Yes, he can.
I did not know that. See, I think that's honestly I don't want to rant about Hollywood, but I think that it's
appropriation.
Wrong. Yeah, it is. They should have got somebody who was actually in a wheelchair to play the kid in the wheelchair, I think.
Actually, that's the thing with the grandfather in Spy Kids, who's in a wheelchair. He's actually in a wheelchair for real.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That show, it's about the blind girl. Not the blind girl, the deaf girl. Switched at Birth, where the kids get switched at
the
birth.
TV show. The TV show or the movie?
The TV show. And the chick who no, I don't think the chick's deaf, but I think the guy who plays the love interest is actually deaf, which is great information that I think that you all can take. But before we do continue, I just want to say thanks for listening. For one, you're probably like 10 minutes in. Please, like this podcast on whatever platform that you actually listen to it on.
Actually,
tell your friends. You'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. The dog wants to go outside.
Right in the middle of my fucking podcast, honestly. It gives them time to just self-promote for a second. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that we've got a podcast, that it's not the best podcast in the world, but it's relatable. #relatable. Spotify actually now has a playlist called, I think it's called Talking with Friends or Podcast with Friends or some shit like that. And it's just promoting podcasts with people who are friends. And that's what you should listen to. Yeah, that's all I've really got there. But tell your friends about a podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, on my radio,
all right,
make sure you subscribe.
Yep. Subscribe.
So just
comment,
just self-promoting.
All right, we're back.
Yep, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. We're back. Did you actually, Casper? Have you noticed anything different about me?
You shaved your head again.
I did.
Yeah, but I already knew that. That was ages ago. That was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I've done it twice since we've last recorded, I think. Because I did the 3 mil, which is like about the size of my beard. And then I went again. And I think the way that I'm doing it, because I try to fade it and stuff. And obviously I'm not a hairdresser or a barber. So it didn't really turn out well. So I had to go over the whole thing again. I think it looks half alright like this. But there's a lot of people I've seen give themselves actual haircuts. And you can tell when people are giving it to themselves because they just look horrid. Do you know what I mean? Trying to fade. Look, and that's the thing. You need to understand you need to understand what you're good at and what you're not good at. And a lot of people are not good at cutting their own hair. It is definitely an art. I don't think it's easy whatsoever. Do you think you would try and cut your hair?
Cut my own hair?
Yeah, would you? Would you do it? Mum used to cut mine.
Yeah, my mum has cut my hair a few times, but would I cut it myself, get a shaver and just start going at it? I don't think so. Maybe.
Don't think so?
No.
So when was the last time your mum cut your hair? 2 weeks ago? I know you little baby, little mummy's boy.
I haven't gotten my hair cut in 2 years.
Really? Yeah. Fuck, that's a long time. See, I can't let it, because with my hair...
Yeah, it was during while COVID was starting.
Oh, it's ages ago.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with my hair. It has to be cut every 6 weeks, even less if I can, because it gets to a point where, because my hair is very thick, and if I don't cut it, it just becomes this fluffy ball, and it's quite disgusting.
And
when I was a child,
go for the afro,
Well, that's what I used to have when I was a kid, an afro. It was
apparently
it was a bowl.
So apparently they're both deaf.
We're going back to that.
Yeah,
they both deaf
just
from.
Okay, no, the guy is prominently deaf. I don't know why it would say and the woman, the Kate, is hard of hearing or whatever you call it.
Oh, so she's not real deaf. She's bideaf.
Who is hard of hearing, can speak in fluent. Okay, yeah.
So she's bideafial. So half bi.
Yeah, kind of like
half bi, half deaf.
Yeah, just kind of like your grandfather. That's what'd you say? Huh?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Do you know actually all people who are hard of hearing, that's how they react? Huh? What do you say?
What?
All of that. That's what I was going to say about my hair when I was a kid. Do you remember Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
Yeah,
if you
I think so.
Don't know who that is, people, please Google that. He was just a kid with the coconut cut. And that's what I looked like when I was 5 years old. I would show a picture on the screen, but I'm not going to because you guys already laugh at me enough. There's a lot of things to laugh at me about, which we already discussed. We've discussed many, many times. I wanted to bring up. A few weeks ago, I showed you the ice cream video, the ice cream machine at McDonald's being broken and why it's broken.
Conspiracy theory. The guy who just the guy who single-handedly solved and like exposed a McDonald's conspiracy theory.
It's crazy though, isn't it? Like because it's completely different over here in Australia because the machines, while they are Taylor machines, they're not all maintained by the company Taylor because it's just not. Just to clarify, I don't think we actually explained what we were talking about. So the ice cream machine, I think every single one of them in America at a McDonald's are the Taylor brand.
Well, they have to.
And
it's like a contract agreement.
And it's been for like what 40 years? I think it was like 1960 or 1970. It was something old.
Yeah.
And in this video, I can't remember who it's by. I probably should get the name of the guy who made it up. I've got it here in my notes. He talks like he's talked to McDonald's employees and managers, etc., etc. And what he sort of revealed is Johnny Harris is the name of the guy, and what it revealed was that they make money. Taylor makes money from the maintenance on the machines.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I guess that's TLDR. If you don't want to watch a half-an-hour video, that's how the company makes money. Yeah, it's crazy because like that's. People complain. That's the thing. It's a full-on meme. It's a full-on joke that it's like, oh, our ice cream machine's broken.
That's probably why I've never actually, because it's America, that's why I've never really encountered that problem before.
Yeah, because I didn't understand it. Like,
the ice cream machines are broken. Oh, the ice cream machines are broken. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what kind of McDonald's are you going to where the ice cream machine is broken?
I believe in Australia we have two different types of machines. So there's a Taylor machine and a different one, but they all have to go through the heat cycle, and that's usually overnight. So obviously, if you're trying to order ice cream at like 3 a.m, a lot of the times you're not gonna be able to. And usually it doesn't come out of.
That sucks because that's the best time to eat ice cream.
No, it is exactly. If you're drunk on a Saturday morning, Friday night.
Hopefully,
you really want to be having.
Hopefully not. Hopefully you're not driving while drunk. But
well, that's I think it depends on the store, but I think some stores like let them go through the drive-through by foot because like obviously you can't come in. Like I don't think there's many McDonald's, at least in Australia, that are 24/7. Including dining room being open. Yeah, I think it's just all drive-through.
I was about to say the McDonald's in Scone is barely open 24/7.
Oh, no, it's not open 24/7.
No.
It's only open till 10 because people. That's the thing. As soon as that bypass went in, we're getting very, very niche here, very Scone specific. But in our hometown, a bypass got put in, and then all the traffic just goes around Scone now. Should we?
Have you ever missed the turn? Oh wait, no, you probably don't go through that problem. But like, I missed actually the turn because like I didn't actually. I'm going out of Scone. So like instead of going to Aberdeen, I was going back home, and so I actually missed the bypass, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm in Scone. Fuck, how do I get out of Scone?" I feel trapped.
I have done that.
It feels a lot like you feel like trapped almost in Scone now. It's like because you have this massive bridge, like this massive road that just kind of surrounds that part of the town, and then on the other side you got the hills. And so it's like some weird industrial, like man-made
it's odd
enclosure for this town. It's weird.
So it's interesting the way they put Scone, they put this bypass in, so to give a bit of context, and there's 3 points where you can sort of come off into Scone, and there's like one in the middle, and there's one at the end, but that's like right near where McDonald's is, and in the first bit, it's sort of if you stay on the highway, you're going onto the bridge.
Yeah.
But you turn off to go into Scone. And on the other side, it's very confusing. It's like a roundabout, and it's a very, very horribly
you still stay on the highway though. If you want to go through the bypass, you still stay on the highway.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like you turn off to come into Scone.
Yeah.
Which is.
But then if you
like,
go
obviously that's how it is. Yeah.
Then the one with the roundabout, it is quite confusing. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. Should we do a bit of an ad for Scone, get people to come to our hometown because it's a nice little place. People think it's a piece of shit, but it's not. It's
well, yeah. I think the council is worse than the. I think the council is the problem. Maybe.
No, I think it is.
Just the council's
should...
weird. All right, the Scone Council is just fucking weird.
Do you think I should come back and like run for council and I'll become like the mayor of Scone?
Who the fuck is the mayor of Scone anyway? I think I've.
Oh, I don't know. Probably I think it's that woman.
I thought it was
that woman.
I thought it was a guy.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I think our audience definitely cares of.
Oh yeah, they care about the.
Well, that's the thing, and the next mayor is going to be me. I'm going to come back to Scone. We're going to do a big campaign. It'll be Matthew Winter for Scone MP. MP is what they call it. Mayor. What do they call it?
MP. What mayor?
Is it?
I don't know. Oh,
no,
hey, it is a woman. It's Is it
Lee? Is it Lee Watts? I think it's
Sue Abbott.
Lee Watts. Oh, I don't know. The fuck that is.
Is it? Or
I don't know.
Who the fuck knows? Why are we talking about the higher?
Well, what I was going to say was, I think that if we run a campaign, I could definitely win, and we could have like a really good slogan, like I don't know, winter is coming. I don't know, just keep making Game of Thrones references. I think. And I think I would be able to get it if I just said, "Hey, we'll put Coke in the bubblers." Everyone's going to vote for me. You know what I mean? Like, because it worked in school. Do you know I ran for school captain in primary school?
Yes.
And I didn't win.
I think I do. Yeah, I think I was actually there while you were running. I think.
See, I remember the guy who won. One of his big things was he came on stage and he had little balloons in his shirt to make him look like Ed Muscles. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not the strongest kid in the year," and he popped him with pins. Everyone's like, Fergus. And I never got like any
Chris
votes.
Got it, I thought.
No, that was high school. Chris got it in high school. This guy came Fergus in primary school.
Oh God, we're going way fucking back.
Oh, we're going way back.
I
could not run for school captain in high school.
I thought when you said captain, I thought you meant like high school.
No.
Because we didn't know each other.
No, we didn't.
No.
As we've discussed before, our first interactions were me like bullying you.
Yes.
Pretty much.
No, I thought you were bullying me. I was just like, what the fuck? Why does this guy want to suck my dick? What is he talking about? Like, what the fuck?
I know. Actually, did I say that? I probably did.
You probably did.
I don't know. I was.
Just like,
I was. Okay, look. In high school, I probably tried to be a bully. After being bullied for a long time, I tried to be a bully, and if they gave grades on if somebody was a good bully, I would get a fucking fat F, I think. Very, very, very fat F.
But, speaking of, didn't Chris do a Braveheart reference?
Oh, I think he did.
I wasn't there. I wasn't even there for the speeches, but I heard that he did that. They made like give us homework, but they'll never take our freedom or something like that.
I have a feeling that Chris, friend of the show, OG member of Ennui, when he ran for school captain and got it, I have a feeling that he took the whole monologue from Braveheart and then just changed it to be school references, and then people thought it was kind of cool, and he won. Well, see, look, if I ran for school captain today, I would take the like a monologue from like the Joker, and I don't know, like, we live in a society. Go with the full makeup. Yeah, I've had worse ideas.
Just the teachers start sweating. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Oh, no, I think in high school, because there's a trend on TikTok actually right now, and it's like, my boyfriend thinks he would have dated in high school, and it's usually like, the girl looks pretty, and then the guy's like a dork. I do not think that in high school I would be able to run for anything. I think that I was a loser in high school. Or do you think people already knew that? Do you think people like can sense when somebody wasn't cool in high school?
I think they can.
I think they can. I think that if you look at me.
I don't know. What'd you think of me in high school besides, oh God, this dude's a fucking serial killer. He's going to kill someone. What the fuck?
Oh, you're a fucking freak. I should have yelled freak at you. See, if I was a good bully, I would have yelled that out. And like, I don't know, push up against walls and go, get out of my way, freak. Shit like that. But obviously I was not a good bully because I said, hey, I'll suck your dick. I do not remember this, but apparently it was what it says. Moving on.
Yeah,
one thing I wanted to bring up was this whole Machine Gun Kelly fucking just shit. Machine Gun Kelly is not a very smart man. He's a very attractive man. He dates a very attractive woman in Megan Fox and has had sexual relations with this said woman. But I don't think I've seen any good press of him. Like whatsoever.
Like ever.
No, not but you cannot say that. Hey, look, he's hanging out with Megan Fox is good press. That's not really like press whatsoever. That's just gossip. But the whole thing with before, which I believe I linked an article to you earlier today.
Yeah.
What was it about? It was like him and
Eminem.
Him and Eminem.
Yeah.
I don't know what the beef was about. It was something like.
No, I think Machine Gun Kelly started it. Saying
of course, because
Eminem is overrated or something like that. He might have said. I don't.
Let's see if I have a look here. So Machine Gun Kelly. Because this is what sort of turned him into doing. He went from hip hop, and then went pretty much into pop punk, but it's sort of like hip hop at the same time.
Yeah.
So if I look at the beef, I'm just looking at this beef that they had. So he revealed in his last year's project, he said his last album wasn't well received because of the beef with Eminem. I didn't think it was like that bad. Why do you think? Why would beef?
I didn't even. Listen to it. But that diss track.
No, neither did I. Of Eminem by Eminem for MGK. Yeah, it was good. It was good, and it pretty much.
Well, it got a lot of it got like a lot of views on like YouTube and stuff. Like everybody was sharing it around. Even people that didn't really even know who he was just started sharing it everywhere.
So I'm just looking at. He put out I'm just looking at it's a tweet on. It's some Eminem fucking fan account posted about it. And MGK. So he's proud of that album, Hotel Diablo, even though it didn't get much shine. He's like, as a hip hop album, it's flawless front to back, and also a hint to the evolution of how I went into a pop punk album. But it was coming off the tail end of this infamous beef with Eminem, so nobody wanted to give it a time of day. I feel like that's his fault. Absolutely. Because obviously, like really, really recently, he called out. He didn't even really call out. He just he's on stage, and apparently the guy from Slipknot, Corey Taylor, didn't really have a good, a good view of MGK in the first place, which is very understandable because it is Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. And who died recently? Wait, no, that wasn't him. It was the.
No, that was the other guy.
It wasn't Corey Taylor. It was the other Slipknot.
Yeah, one of the other Slipknot guys. But yeah, he was talking about, he was on stage and he had just some sort of fucking dig at Slipknot for these 40-year-old guys wearing masks on stage, and it's like, why do you need to have a comment on this? I don't understand.
Like, these 40-year-old guys on stage, they're childish, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? And then he starts, doing some childish thing on stage. He's not a very smart man. How old is he? How old is Machine Gun Kelly? I don't know. Is he older than us, or?
I feel like he's young. I feel like he's not mentally young.
He's 31. Goof.
Machine Gun Kelly's 31, and he dresses like he's fucking just come out of fucking high school. I don't understand. Cool. Good on ya for making a career off this, but it's like, you need to know your place, my friend. You need to know your place and who to call out. Please do not call out Corey Taylor from Slipknot, somebody who was definitely more talented than you. Oh, look at these guys wearing masks on stage. Look at you. You fucking tattooed your tongue black or some shit like that. I don't understand how you can be this dumb.
Yeah.
I really don't know. And that's the thing. It's not just once this has happened. It's twice now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you realize after this whole, Eminem made a diss track on you because you said some stupid as fuck things, and now you had pretty much changed genres. What's going to happen now? Do you know what I mean? Is he going to become, as you said before, privately? Do you think he's going to start his own a country career now?
Yeah, that's what people are saying. They're like, now that people are talking shit about him, he's like, all right, fine, no more pop punk. Let's go to country.
Speaking of country music, actually,
who do you think he's going to talk shit about then? Like once he becomes
in the country genre.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith Urban. That's who you'll talk shit about.
Keith.
You're like,
yeah, but then if you talk shit about Keith Urban, people are like, yeah, okay. Like I don't think people will be like, oh my god.
No one's gonna give a shit. That's
or,
the thing. If you're gonna go to a
Billy Ray Cyrus, maybe.
Oh yes, look, that's somebody, but he's above the country genre now. That's the thing. Like that's the thing. If you're gonna go into a genre where you can start making fun of people and nobody will give a shit, then you'll be fine. Don't come into like, you know, you come into like pop punk, you come into this rock genre, and then just start going, bam, Slipknot. Like that's fucking very, very dumb of you, Machine Gun Kelly, if that is your real name. What is his real name? I feel like it's something like Paul.
Yeah, it's Paul.
Is it actually?
Google? Yeah, I did Google it earlier.
No, it's Colson. It's Colson. Colson Baker.
Oh, Colson
very
Baker.
White. A very, very white name. An extremely white name, if you ask me.
Wait, no, Richard. Dick.
Richard?
Yep, Richard Colson Baker.
Don't know where I'm getting Richard from. Maybe it's because I use Wikipedia as my source, but regardless. That's what I was going to say about country music. Just talk about Lil Nas X. I watched a video on Lil Nas X earlier today, and I cannot believe how... Because did you know that he ran, back in the day, a Nicki Minaj fan account, and that's how we learnt how to use Twitter and social media to go viral. Did you know that? Crazy.
That's so weird.
Crazy, right?
That's so random.
It is weird. It is very, very random. But like, it actually, like, a lot of it like makes sense because like he recorded a few EPs and mixtapes and put them out, and then from what I remember,
oh god, that's the weirdest
he did that
video I've ever seen. I don't want to see that ever again.
Which one? Call Me by Your Name.
Industry, Lil Nas.
Oh, yeah, Lil Nas.
It's a good song. Because I just typed in Lil Nas and it was the first thing that came up.
Oh, it's a good music video. I quite enjoyed it. No, but it's funny how he...
you would.
Of course I would. Of course. No, but because he went from the whole goddamn... So he was putting out like just mixtapes and stuff on SoundCloud, and then he made Old Town Road, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to make this go viral. And he spent like months and months and months like promoting the shit out of it, like just doing like meme videos and trying to get the sound out there. And then it went viral on TikTok. He's one of the first people to go like really viral on TikTok, and then just went from there.
Like to be fair though, he got Billy Ray Cyrus to be in it.
Oh yeah,
like
that was yeah. But even before that, it was huge. Like it would not be. I think that sort of pushed it directly into the mainstream. Like you know what I mean? Like. Because, like, that's the thing. After the whole, like, Call Me By Your Name music video and stuff like that, where he, like, embraced his homosexuality, which is great. Good on you. Like, you know, CNN were covering it and shit like that. Like, oh, this guy's evil. Like, you can't... Actually, there was one rapper, and he pretty much went, oh, like, you know, Old Town Road. Like, that was the song, and it appealed to kids, and all the kids loved it. Like, he used to go around to schools and perform the song. And then it's like, you come out with this album... where you're like making out with Satan and shit, and that's like wrong, and you influence our kids, and it's like, I guess there's reasons for that, but
isn't it the same with recently the guy put blood inside of his shoes?
Lil Nas X, yeah, he did the whole.
Oh, was that Lil Nas that did it?
I think it was. Yeah, I think
it was somebody else.
Was it blood in the shoes? Or are you thinking of Tony Hawk and his skateboard?
No, Tony Hawk did his blood on a skateboard. Yeah, but it wasn't like satanistic. Like it didn't have any Satan kind of things.
It was just like blood in a skateboard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would buy a skateboard, blood. You know, a bit of blood.
Satan shoes. Oh wait, it was Lil Nas X.
I'm sure it was. Yeah,
you got a lot of. You did get a lot of controversy for that.
Oh, because Nike sued him for it. And he actually put out an apology video about the shoes. It's 55 seconds long. I think it's got like 8-9 million views. And it was like him like apologizing at first, and then it cut to like one of the more risque parts of his music video, and it just went viral again. And it was just like constantly promoting it. Like he's really, really good at promoting his work.
I don't think it was the blood aspect. I think it was just the fact that the whole subject matter was Satanism.
Yeah.
Like pro-Satanism.
But he's like, you know, you can say that he's controversial, but as one of my favorite, he's a wrestling reference for you, one of my favorite wrestling promoters, Eric Bischoff, he made a book called Controversy Creates Cash, and he's very right. He's, you know, just because you're in the spotlight for something that's, you know, quote unquote negative doesn't mean that, you know, you can't take advantage of that and make some money off it. And he's done that. And it seems like every day, like especially when that first album came out, sorry, the first few songs came out, and like especially now with the new album, he's on social media just promoting like crazy. Everything he tweets and shares and all these bits of like content that he puts out, it's all promoting the album. Did you see the whole the pregnancy photo shoot?
Oh, I think I did.
Because it was like, you know, he's giving birth to his album. And I'm like, that's funny. That's something I would do. Absolutely.
Did I see this? Yeah, I think I did see those photos. But it was just like random. Like, I don't know anything about Lil Nas. Like, at all.
He's a homosexual. You know what? He's a homosexual marketing genius. He is. He absolutely is. Back in the day with Old Town Road, he used to go onto Reddit. Like, you can go onto Reddit for some of the subreddits and go to like lyric ones where it's like, oh, here's lyrics to this song. What is this actual song? Nowadays, well, realistically, you can probably Google it and find it.
Yeah.
But he used to go on there, make fake accounts and go, oh, what's this song that goes, I'm going to take you back to my Old Town Road, ride to, I can't remember the fucking lyrics of the song. But he would do that, and people would start Googling those lyrics, and then it'd bring up the searches, and then, you know, more people would be looking it up. And that's really like guerrilla marketing, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
it really is.
A few people have done something similar to that, where they're like, oh, I found this mysterious like CD album at the $1, at Goodwill. Anybody know anything about it? And like eventually you find out that it was fake story, and they were like trying to promote their underground album.
I think like the Blair Witch Project, when that movie came out back in the the late 1990s, I think it was 99. They made like a fake documentary about it, and like all these news articles about these kids who like died from this random thing in the forest, which of course is the Blair Witch, hence the name, the Blair Witch Project. And that was like the marketing back in the day for that, which I find very interesting. Like these days you can't really do stuff like that.
Mm.
You can, like you have seen like all those. I guess it's like it's not the net like the promotion of it now. It's like, oh, what's the series that was the Slender Man series? And like it seemed like they were like real videos.
Slender Man.
No, it's there was a web series, and it was like what's it called?
I forgot what it was called. Slender Man. It was Night Mind. No.
They made a Marble Hornets. Do you remember Marble Hornets?
I think that's what it might have been called. Yeah. Yeah,
no, like it was like a YouTube channel, and it was like little tiny vlogs.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, Slenderman's there, and there's like this whole story to it, and some guy dies, and it was like a film project, and what do they call those sort of web series? It's
ARG.
Yeah, an ARG, which stands for really good
alternate reality game.
Yeah, that's what I said, pretty much. And they've tried to recreate
Lonely Girl 15. That was the
that's
the start
OG.
Of it. That was like the first sort of one.
It was way back in the day. For people who don't know what Lonely Girl 15 is, that was like a web series where it was like it was a girl, and it seemed like she was actually doing vlogs. I think it was Australian. Am I right when I say that, or am I completely
New Zealand?
Wrong?
She was a New Zealand actress. So yeah, what it was she was just in her room doing vlogs. Or like underneath she started talking more and more about her family and her family's religion and a ceremony, and yeah, eventually you find out that it's like a crazy cult.
That's cool, actually. I like that idea though. Like,
yeah, the only problem was it was found out very early. Like it was they figured it out like way earlier than you were supposed to.
How many years ago was that, do you think?
It was 15 years ago.
So it's like 2006.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think you'd be able to find that out that quickly, would you?
Well, they did. Like it was.
They did.
They did. Like I think it was less than a year. It like only took a couple months.
Far out. That's quick. Like that's really quick. You'd think, I don't know. Like AIG is something I've always like sort of like looked into doing, but it's just I feel like
here's the thing though, like they know, like we're at this point where because back then they didn't know. Like when they get, that's why a lot of these Lonely Girl 15 videos have so many downvotes, is because they felt lied to and cheated and that sort of stuff. But like nowadays, it's like everybody, they know it's fake, but it's a story that they enjoy. Like, yeah.
Oh, it's a whole different thing. It's like when you watch, what's a good example? Nirvana, the band, the show, or even you know, a better example is Nathan For You. It's like it's a comedy, and sometimes it's like you can tell it's real, and then you can't tell if it's real or fake sometimes. Yeah. And that's part of the comedy. It's like, but with an AIG, I think that's part of the drama. It's like you don't know what's real or what's not. I think people just didn't know how to react to it because it's like, oh, this is fake. Yeah. Not a real girl who
But now it's like, you know it's fake, but it's okay because it's fun. It's like, ooh, what's the mystery behind this?
I find it very interesting. Absolutely. What time are we at? I think like 34 minutes, 36 minutes.
We're almost at like 47 minutes about.
Oh, really? Jesus Christ. Before we do end up, I'm going to send you a link in Discord. And as you know, in how many months till Christmas? Oh, it's probably like 3 months until Christmas. Yeah. It's coming up very, very soon. And I've sent it to you in our chat. So it's 3 months. And there's something that I want everybody to buy it for me for Christmas. Casper, can you tell me what I've just sent
I saw, yes. Victoria Bitter VB Thirst Edition. So it's a perfume. Is it supposed to be perfume or cologne?
Don't call it perfume. It is for men.
VB cologne. I think I actually did see this not that long ago.
That's a thing I want to smell.
God, it has a lot of
smell like my favorite beer.
53 positive reviews. Very, very nice smell. Good product. Great scent on my man. Actually, a good scent. Smells great. Smell great. Hubby love it. Mm-hmm.
See, look, when I really, really think about it, like, okay, you could buy this this Victoria Bitter cologne.
$25.
Or, not $25, you know. Or, instead of buying this cologne, you could just get the alcohol, get drunk off it, and look, you've achieved the same result. You know, you could, what's the point? It's either smell like alcohol or actually have the alcohol and you smell like it too. Like, I think, 2 birds, 1 stone, if you ask me.
No, okay, there's like 1-star review. Novelty only. It's a great novelty item for the bar cabinet or man cave. On all other levels, it's pure garbage.
Well, it is. It's cologne that smells like fucking
smells horrible and looks it too.
But it does. It's fucking cologne that smells like alcohol. Like
okay, good for a gag. Smells okay, but nothing fancy. Why am I reading
nothing
these reviews?
Nothing fancy. Okay. Who the fuck is going to buy cologne from VB and then go, oh, yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't fancy. You know what you're fucking buying.
Jesus
Christ.
You could buy Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande perfume. Ariana Grande like? Cloud EAU. I can't even read that word. Why is perfume with an A?
No,
is perfume actually spelled with an A?
Don't think so. I thought it was FUME.
Oh, it's French. It's the French way of spelling.
Oh, the French.
It's the French way of spelling perfume.
So hang on. This Ariana Grande perfume, does it say that it smells like a sweat? Because if it smells like a sweat, I would buy it in an instant for myself. But if it doesn't, then like, what's the point?
Wait, isn't this what? Wait, I can't tell. Is this like a toilet spray? Like a toilet perfume? Is this? I don't know.
I doubt they're gonna. What do they call it? Poo-pourri or something that they spray in the toilet and it like contains the shit smell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The fuck no. What the fuck? I don't know. We're going. What do we? Let's wrap this up.
I think that's where we're going to end this podcast talking about Ariana's her cloud perfume. Is that what it says?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it. Great smell, lovely perfume, love it. I'm in love with this scent. If I'm being honest, everyone's nose is different. That's the rest of the review. She's just making fun of people's noses. I would not buy this for $50. 100 mils. Would you spend $50 on 100 mils just because it has Ariana Grande's name on it? I don't think so. I wouldn't.
I think it's toilet perfume. The fuck?
Are you sure? I think nothing here that's
because that word like EAUDE.
What's that mean?
It means toilet. It means toilet in French, I think.
Does it? I have no fucking idea. And look, that's why I don't want to talk about this fucking.
We've wrapped up
with Ariana Grande.
We've probably cut. You'll cut it like way before.
Oh no, I've still got to say goodbye. I've got to say goodbye. So we're going to keep that whole little bit in. But thank you for coming on, Kaz, for talking about
VB. What's VB?
You know, a bit of. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that we've got some more videos coming on Ennui videos. You know, youtube.com/Ennui videos. It's not called Ennui videos. Imagine if we name it. Regardless, look, please just subscribe. Tell your friends. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Next week we've got Sam's movies on. Sam's going to be on next episode next week. I think we've got an episode this Thursday as well. I can't remember what it is. Regardless, thanks for joining us. I love you. Stay classy, Sandy Internet.